Aloha, my name is Francis Hai Pham. I am a Seminarian of Honolulu Diocese. This year I will be the second year of theology in Menlo Park, California at St. Patrick's Seminary. This is my story. My name is Francis Hai Pham. Many people call me Francis, but some use my Vietnamese name, Hai. It means the sea, the ocean. I was born into a faithful Catholic family in the Diocese of Vinh in Vietnam. My father and my mother are farmers. Both of them are still living. And my family lives with my grandparents who are still living. There are 4 generations living together in the same house. And my family's business is growing rice, potatoes, and peanuts, or a few other things to feed my family and also to sell it. However, my parents have another occupation that making candy and sell it at the local market. I have 7 siblings, including with 4 boys and 3 girls, and I am the second child. My older brother and younger sister just got married last year, or a couple last year. Therefore, I have some nephews and nieces. Some of my other siblings still attending to high school, university, and working. And my young brother next to me is also another seminarian into the Vinh Diocese. And he and I talk more than other siblings because we share the same ideal to become priests. So we have a lot of things to talk about the consecrated life and the priesthood. And like my other brothers and sisters and all the children in around my area, I study elementary and middle school around my family, so we can walk to the school. But when I study high school, I study far from my family, so I have to take bus or ride a bicycle. And actually that school is very interested that just have 3 of us Catholic students. And after my high school, I went to Saigon and do my university there. I was dreamed to be a doctor or pharmacist, but actually when I graduate, I become a hospital manager and I have worked a little time in Saigon. And all along I have been thinking about my calling to the priesthood the time when I was in Saigon. Yeah. Well, I have been a lot of influenced by my family in practice of faith and life. We, you know that we have prayer together every morning and night because we live so far the main church. So we don't have daily mass, and this habit is still happening now. Every time when I have a chance to visit my family, this makes me remember that the family is truly like a small church, and living in the family allow me to realize my dream to become a priest. My family still offer me, of course, my family still offer me support and encouragement in the choosing of my life, and they respect the freedom of choices for their children. And I thank God that I have grown up in such a good family. And perhaps along with this journey, some of the greatest influences on my journey to the priesthood, I think that my uncle and who was a priest, and 2 nuns who are my aunties, and they belong to the congregation of the lovers of the Holy Cross in our country. And why working as a manager as hospital in Saigon, I think as a part of my discernment, I began to do social work, just like by visiting the orphanages, nursing home, and participating in the pastoral work by teaching catechism at for the children at the parishes in Saigon that the time I was there. And it was in the process that I joined to the Carmelite Order, a religious congregation around 2010 or 2011. And then in June of 2013, I was accepted to enter the novitiate in, of course, the Carmelite Order in New York. And around June of 2014, I took out the first vows and was sent back to Vietnam to do my philosophy at the Jesuit scholastic case for 3 years. But during this time, with the help of my spiritual director and of course with my own discernment, I decided to change my direction by making a very hard of decision to leave the Carmelite, because I felt that God calling me to another way or another decision, but I was not sure about that. So actually I changed my choice, and I back to my home and Paris, and of course I feel peaceful in my heart. And when I back to my home, I start to help my pastor at the parish to do the catechesis and working around my family for a couple of years. And I think that some work I still continue to do like that was nurture me to become a priest, and I think I should go back to become a priest. And then I began to contact with Bishop Silva Larry in Honolulu with the help of priests. He was my good friend, he was my good family friend, and now he's a rector in the seminary in Texas. And after that, I was accepted to be a Seminarian in Honolulu before I joined St. Patrick.